Welcome back, guys. Welcome to another week of NFL's picks. Week 13 is among us, guys, and we have a crazy week last week, so let's get in this week's picks. I'm your host, Kimbronator, along with our main man, Rowan, in the house. This guy right here.
How's it going, guys?
Alrighty, Rowan. So, crazy week last week, upsets, long week of football, turkey week, a lot of good stuff happening. So, we're going to make them in a short week, short picks, so you guys can get through this video, get the best advice we can give you on these picks, and make your picks for your fantasy team, your Pick'ems League, or even join our Pick'ems League in the description right below, guys. So, Rowan, do you want to lead us, or do you want me to lead us?
I'll go ahead and jump in.
All right.
First up, we got Dallas and Seattle. Seattle is going to Dallas for this one, and it's Thursday Night Football. I mean, you know the way I'm going with this one. I'm going with Dallas to extend that win streak to 4, heading to 9-3.
Rock on. I have Dallas as well, man. We can't go against our Cowboys. Dallas it is. I agree. Next up.
Well, we got Indianapolis and Tennessee. Indianapolis is red hot right now. They're 6-3, I believe, with Gardner Minshew as the starter, and I don't think they'll make that 7-3 right here with a win against Tennessee.
I hate to say it, but I do agree with you, so let's stick with it. Let's go on to the next one. Indianapolis it is.
All right, Chargers in New England. This feels like a game that it would be very Chargers-like to lose, but I'm going to go with the Chargers to take down the Patriots.
As much as I'd like to say it, kind of Bill Belichick has had it coming. So I don't see him coming up out of this one. I really don't. His team's on the slide. Chargers it is.
And now we got Atlanta and the New York Jets. Now, I have not seen who the Jets are starting at quarterback, but under the assumption that it's Tim Boyle again, I'm going Atlanta, and probably by a country mile. Tim Boyle is probably the worst quarterback I've ever seen.
I 100% agree with you on that.
Probably a great guy, but
everybody's good. So, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes it's football, so you're paid to perform, and if you're not performing, hey, buddy, you got to get out. So, somebody else's turn. So, it's Atlanta it is. So, next up, we got Pittsburgh and Arizona.
Got Pittsburgh, Arizona. They kind of got a little hope with Kyler Murray coming back, but I just think Pittsburgh, post-Matt Canada, they finally eclipsed 400 yards. They finally threw over the middle. They finally used Pat Freiermuth. And I think that could lead to a lot of success for him. So I think I'm going to go with them.
Rock on. I'm going to go with Pittsburgh as well. I don't think they're playing at home. They're playing a little bit more solid football right now. So I don't think Arizona has enough to take them. So I'll go with Pittsburgh as well.
All right. Well, Miami and Washington. Washington is spiraling right now. The game is in Washington, and upsets do happen, but I'm going to go with Miami.
I have to agree, too. I know Washington is in a rebuild, new owners, everything, all that stuff that's going on with Washington, the team. So they're in a rebuilding process. Miami's got everything going their way at the moment, so Miami it is.
All right, next up, Houston and Denver. I'm going to have to ride with Broncos country on this one.
Well, I'm going to have to go against the grain with you on that one, man. Got to stick with our native Texan teams, man. Texans. Come on.
All I'm going to say is Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride. All right, so I'm going to go with Texans. We're going to be opposites on it. Finally, we break our tie.
We might have the same pick sheet other than that.
We may have. I would think it's an easy week, especially looking at the stats. So, to the right where it's the Pick'ems League. So, yeah, I would say we're but I'm going to go against, I'm going to go with what everybody else is picking. Houston, 70% are picking Houston. You're actually going against the spread on that.
Yep.
So, all right. Tampa Bay and Carolina.
Well, Carolina, I know teams can sometimes get like a little spicy after a coach is fired. Sometimes they'll be a little fired up,
Like the Raiders.
but they might be the worst team ever that I've ever seen in my entire life.
Right, right.
Bryce Young is getting killed out there. Poor guy. I mean, like I don't know if he's ever gonna would have ever been as good as Stroud, obviously, but he just looks terrible. He looks like a deer in headlights. And it's
The whole
funny to
team.
me
It's not
that
just him. It's several other players. It's just nobody's playing. Nobody's performing.
they fired the coach and all that, and they fired guys who were pretty sure there were reports of them wanting CJ Stroud, not Bryce Young, in the draft. Like Josh
Wow.
McCown and Frank Reich, I believe it was reported both of them wanted Stroud. Um, so that's interesting to me.
Los Angeles Rams play Cleveland.
Did we ever
Mm.
say we're going with Tampa Bay?
Oh, I'm Tampa. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Uh,
Tampa
I'm Tampa as
Bay,
well.
100%. Carolina, worst team this NFL season,
Sorry, I
possibly in the last 15 years.
got a little bit too into hater mode real quick.
Right.
Um, I don't know if they're worse than the Browns from a few years ago, but
Now
that
the
0
Browns went. I
16
think was
team.
it 2-3 years that winning game, something like that.
They went like 1-15 and then like 2-14 and 0-16, like in a 3-year stretch.
I'll have to go
So
back. There was some team that went 2 or 3 years that winning a football game. I can't remember who
I
that
think that was
was.
Tampa.
Was it Tampa?
Yeah, they like
Mm,
lost their first like 27 first games or whatever. 23, 27, one of those two numbers.
wow.
Anyways, moving on. Uh, the Rams and the Cleveland Browns. I've got Cleveland in this one, but I'd be interested to see what you think.
Pardon me. I'm going to go with the Rams. I just I feel like their offense. They didn't put up that much points last week. Their defense is good, but I think the Rams are going to have the edge here. So I'm going to go with the Rams.
Oh man, that's an
So
interesting pick. I mean, Stafford played really well last week, so I understand.
you're talking
But
about you're talking about. I'm going with the Rams, and you're going for Cleveland to win.
yep, going with the Browns.
So
Or
you're on the Browns wagon, huh?
yep, this week. All right, San Francisco and Philadelphia. I'll let you go first on this one.
Today, this Sunday is a Sunday where the Philadelphia Eagles fall. The 49ers take them.
You know what? If the Eagles have a million haters, I'm one of them. If the Eagles have only one hater, it's me. If the Eagles have zero haters, I'm dead. So I'm going with San Francisco.
You're going to San Francisco. Rock on, man. Rock
All
on.
due respect to Philadelphia, obviously, but
Right? Cowboy fans. I mean, what can you say? So, next up, KC goes to Green Bay. So, this should be a good game. I think it's going to be closer than what we would think.
I could totally see Green Bay winning this one. And in fact, I'm very tempted to pick them. However, I am going to choose the safe option and go Kansas City here.
You got to stay with Mahomes, man. Mahomes, Auto. What's wrong with that pair, guy? Come on. KC all the way. All righty, last up. And this is the Monday night game, Jacksonville and Cincinnati. And
Well,
your quarterback's out, man. What is wrong?
yeah, he's going to be gone for a while, I think. Anyways, I think I'm going to have to go with Jacksonville. I mean, it would be funny if they lost, but they're not going to. There's no way, right? Like,
We hope. We hope. So I'm going to go with Jacksonville as well. I feel like Cincinnati losing Burrow is not the same team. I can't remember their backup's name right now. I lost train of thought on it. But Jacksonville, I think, has the edge in this one. So surprisingly, Trevor Lawrence. Now he's had one off game, but they've been pretty solid. So we'll see. And that's who you go with as well, right?
Yes, sir.
All righty, guys. Well, that concludes us here with this week's picks. Be sure to like, subscribe on this video, guys, and check out our streams as they go live. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you later. You want to say anything, Rowan?
Go Cowboys.
Oh, Cowboys. All right. Later, guys.